It's great to see y'all. Man, we live on all these platforms in my face. I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like a role model. Hey, my Facebook family, it's great to see y'all. Hey, my other Facebook family, it's great to see y'all. To my new Instagram audience, it's great to see y'all. To YouTube, it's great to see y'all. And thank you, my TGM Bible Study crew, for being in the house tonight. Good. It's good to see everybody. I'm Minister Marcus. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming. Tonight we got a great lesson. I do plan to stay within my 30-minute limit. So let's get right down to it. It is not a coincidence that you are tuning on tonight. It is a blessing. I believe that God wants to talk to you. And I just want you to try to open yourself, try to embrace it, try to hear what God is saying tonight. Yeah. I'm so excited. Let's hope that the stuff in my head comes out of my mouth the right way. All right? Amen. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Hey, I see you. It's great to see y'all. It's great to see y'all. Man, my Instagram live audience, great to see y'all. Bishop, I see you, Bishop. Thank you for watching. It's great to see y'all. All right, tonight we are going to Numbers chapter 21. Yeah. Numbers chapter 21. Hold on, let me drink more. Numbers chapter 21. We are going to start at verse number 4. And we are going to finish at verse number 9. I have the King James Version, all right? And so I'm going to read from the King James Version, maybe change a word here or there to help make it better, understanding I am watching the time. And they journeyed from Mount Or by the way of the Red Sea to compass, to go around the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way that they took. And the people spoke against God and spoke against Moses. They said, "Wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in this wilderness?" Basically, why have you brought us here out of Egypt to die in this wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water. And our soul loatheth this light bread. In other words, it's talking about the manna. And the Lord sent fiery serpents, snakes, among the people. And they bit the people, and much of the people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, "We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against you." They told him, man, we were talking about God and talking about you. And prayed unto the Lord. And they said, "We've been talking about God and talking about you. Now pray for us unto the Lord that he may take away the serpents from us." And Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said unto Moses, "Make thee a fiery serpent and set it on a pole. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is bitten, when he looks upon it, shall live." And Moses made a serpent of brass and put it on the pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. Can you say amen for that? Amen. All right. So the Baptist preachers, they would definitely talk about this is Jesus. And I don't want to overlook that this could be a figurative type of Jesus presented in the Old Testament, the bronze serpent on the pole. But we ain't talking about that at all tonight. I just want to let you guys that are watching know that I understand the text. It is a figurative type of Christ. I'm not even going to go into how it is. You can study that on your own time. But tonight, I want to talk about one word, and I don't want y'all to tune off when y'all hear this word. That one word is change. Say change. Change. Say change. Change. Come on, say it one more time. Change. Change. Y'all hear that? You hear how dry that is? Change. Because when you start talking about change, ain't nobody ready to hear change. They want their life to change. They want their marriage to change. They want their money to change. Everybody wants everything else to change, but nobody wants to change. And so tonight we're talking about change. First, before we even get into the lesson, I want y'all to notice this right here, because this is what I noticed. Notice this. Hey, how you doing? I see you on Instagram. I want y'all to get this right here. First of all, the people was talking down on Moses. Then they come to Moses when the situation got too bad for them to handle. They come to Moses and they say, "Moses, pray for us." Yeah. I want to start there because I want us to, I know I've said this before, but I want us to get this, that sometimes what you think that you want, you don't really want. Sometimes the level of elevation that you think you're ready for, you're probably not ready for. Because I want you to consider this. How would you feel if somebody was talking down on you behind your back to everybody that you knew, right? when the situation get hard for them, guess who they call to pray for them? Guess who they call to see about them in their time of need? And my question to you is, you think you're ready for elevation, but are you ready to pray for those who have talked down on you?
Yeah.
Are you ready to stand up for those who talk down on you? Are you really ready to do people right that did you wrong?
Come on, sir.
And I'm starting there tonight because I want us to understand that sometimes it's not about doing for do. Sometimes it's not about doing for do. It's not, oh, why I see you. I'm praying for you, my brother. And this is just for you. It's not a coincidence that you tuned in tonight. Sometimes it's not about doing the get back. Sometimes it's about being the bigger person. Sometimes it's about seeing beyond what the person did to me. Sometimes it's about being the bigger person so you can see the bigger blessing. And so many times we kill our forward progress, right? We kill our own promotion, right? Because we're so busy focused on trying to get somebody back or trying to do something to somebody, do harm to somebody that done harm to us. When these people talk down on Moses, they come to Moses like, Moses, bro, we talk down about God, we talk down about you, but can you pray for us? I want us to consider that as Christians, that maybe sometime God has you in a position that he has you in just so that you can be the bigger person, so that you can show your Christian character. Sometimes sometimes I want us to understand this, that sometimes it's really not about showing off the best suits for us as Christians. It's not about being the most holy. It's not about quoting the most scriptures, but it's about doing the right things at the right time. I want you to get this. If you want to see bigger in your life, you got to be bigger in your life. If you want to see bigger in your life, you got to be bigger in your life. Petty people are going to always be petty. But you know what's the difference between the people at the bottom of the mountain and the people at the top? The people at the top kept climbing.
That's right.
I want you to get that. The people at the top kept climbing, and if you want to go up, sometimes you got to be the only person. Come on, you got to be that person. All right, so I ain't gonna stay there, but I did want to highlight that. And I'm praying for you, brother. I see you. I'm praying for you. But I want to start here, and I'm not going to give you no real deep backdrop, but I want you to get it that the children of Israel are now on their way from Egypt in slavery to the promised land. From Egypt in slavery to the promised land. But in order to get from Egypt to the promised land, they got to go through the wilderness. And here's what the text says, that because of the way that they took, they got discouraged because of the way. In order to get them to the promised land, they had to go through the wilderness. And I'm asking everybody this question tonight. Maybe those of you who tuning in, for those of you who are here, would you be ready to go to the wilderness, go through the wilderness to get a blessing from God? I'm not even going to say a blessing from God. Let's rephrase that. Would you be willing to go through the wilderness, right, to get $1 million? I know I would. I'd be ready to go through a wilderness to get $1 million, right? And I'm going somewhere with that because I want us to consider that. Are you really ready to go the way that it takes to get to what it is you're really trying to get to? A lot of people say that they would. A lot of people say that they want to. A lot of people say that they're ready. But really, in actuality, it has been proven that they're not. I want to start here. If you really want to see productivity and success and blessings in your life, you got to prepare yourself for the tedious parts of the journey. I want to bless somebody. You will be tired. You will be sleepy. You will get frustrated. You will get annoyed. You got to prepare your mind. You cannot allow a present feeling to stop you from reaching a future purpose.
All right.
You cannot allow a present feeling to stop you from reaching a future purpose. I want to tell you something. Somebody came to me and asked me, Minister Marcus, when do the desires stop? When do the desires and the cravings and the appetite stop? My response to them is, they do not stop. You just have to have a made up mind. You cannot allow a present feeling to distract you from a future purpose. The journey is not designed to be comfortable. It's designed to get you to your destination. And I'm not going to stay there that long, but I want us to understand something about the journey. Everything that you know about life is not up. Come on, I want us to get it. Sometimes we feel like the place that we are, right? The place that we are in right now is the place that we are designed to stay. But I want you to consider right now that the life that you are living right now is not a destination, but it is a journey.
Yeah.
And if you ain't ready for the journey, I guarantee you, you will be where you have always been. You will be where you will see what you have always seen. You got to be ready for the journey. When I say journey, I mean forward progress.
Yeah.
Forward progress. All right. So Israel, they had a place, they lost sight of the destination because they had become frustrated by the journey. How many times have we become so frustrated by the journey that we forget the destination? I want to talk to everybody that have kids tonight, everybody that's starting a business, everybody that got a marriage. How many times do we forget the destination, right? Because we get so caught up on the journey. We forget that we want to have a lasting marriage. So in the journey, in the moment, we get so mad that we say things that we can't take back. That we do things that scar the relationship forever. For us parents, we forget that we want to raise successful children. We want to raise productive young men and women to be parts of our society. We forget that and we don't take the time that we need to teach them, to train them, to love them. I want us to understand that we cannot forget. We cannot forget about the destination by becoming frustrated in the journey. How many times have we become so frustrated by the journey that we forget the destination? You cannot compromise the destination for how you feel at any moment of the journey. I'm going to say that again. You cannot compromise where you're going for how you feel any moment of the journey.
Come on, sir.
You cannot compromise where you're going for how you feel at any moment of the journey. Success in life is going to take sacrifices. Say sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
I want you to change your perception of how you're going to be successful in your marriage. Change your perception of how you're going to be successful as a parent. Change your perception of how you're going to be successful working the job that you work, going to work every day, building your wealth, buying a home. I want you to change your perception of how you're going to be successful. Success comes through sacrifice. Say that. Success comes through sacrifice. If you're not ready to sacrifice, you're not ready for success. One of the main things I learned just by listening to people who are successful, who have had success in the areas that I want to have success in, is that you got to be ready to sacrifice everything for what it is you want to achieve. And my question to you tonight is, are you really ready to sacrifice for your marriage?
Come on now.
Are you ready to sacrifice to get the kind of money you want to have in the bank? Are you willing to sacrifice for your walk, your personal relationship with God? If you want to see success in any area in your life, it's going to take sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice time. You're going to have to sacrifice effort. You are going to have to sacrifice energy. You're going to have to sacrifice. If you want to see success, you are going to have to sacrifice. Israel lost sight of that vision. I know they lost sight because they got frustrated in the journey. But here's what I want to highlight. They lost sight of their vision, but at least they had one. They lost sight of their vision, but at least they had one. At least they had a vision. They lost sight of it, but at least they had one. And here's my issue with us tonight. My issue with us tonight is we get so frustrated in our circumstance, right? Because we have no idea where we're going. And my question to you is, what is your vision? I know you go to church and the pastor's supposed to have a vision for your life. He got a vision for the church. My question is, what is your vision? Look, this is what the Bible says. It says I got it wrote down in my notes. Where is it at? Without a vision, the people perish. Without a vision, the people perish. And I'm not talking about a corporate vision. I'm talking about what is your personal life vision? What is your vision for your life? I want to let that sink in. Where is it that you're trying to go in your life? Because if you don't have nowhere you're trying to go, it's going to be real hard for you to fight through those issues. It's going to be real hard for you to fight through those circumstances. If you don't have a vision for your life, they lost sight of their vision, but at least they had one. It's important to have vision. Why? Because the vision becomes your destination, and that destination becomes your why. When you have a why, it helps you to overcome the what? I'm going to say that again. When you have a why, it helps you to overcome the what. If I was to ask Israel, why are you in the wilderness? They would say, we are on our way to the promised land. My next question is, my next question then, why are you complaining about where you are when you know where you're going?
Yeah.
See, most of us, we complain about where we are because we aren't going anywhere. Come on, I want y'all to get it. What is your, look, here's my question. What is your vision? Because if you don't have a vision, you don't have a why. And if you don't have a why, it's going to be really hard for you to overcome the what. What is the what? You know what? I had decided this. I decided that I was going to save up a certain amount of money in the bank. I decided that I was going to be a certain type of individual. I decided I was going to make some changes in my life. I wanted to get to a certain destination. And so when I was broke, I wasn't broke because I was spending all my money. I was broke because I had, come on, I want y'all to get it. I was broke because I had things I was trying to achieve so I could overcome the what? Why? Because I had a why. Yeah. I had a reason for doing it. I want to be a man of integrity. I want to be an example to my kids. So when they see me hit some rough issues, it's easy for me to overcome the issue without getting an attitude because I have a why. I want you to question yourself, what is my vision for my life?
Yeah.
Because if you have a why, it'll help you to overcome the what. For those of you that are married, if your vision is to have a happy and successful, long-lasting marriage, that will help you to overcome the petty what's. If you have a real why. But you know what? Really, most of us, we don't have a why. We don't have a why. That's why it's easy for you to look at your situation and get frustrated, to get annoyed, to get an attitude. It's easy for you to not get over the what because you don't have a why. I love E.T. E.T. says the same thing. He said, if you don't have a why, you can never overcome the what.
Come on,
and here's my word for us tonight. At least Israel had a vision. They forgot about it, but at least they had one. Do you got a vision for your life? Understand that I'm moving to another place. Why are you complaining about where you are if you know where you're going? Why are you complaining about where you are if you know where you're going? Why are you complaining about where you are if you know where you are going? The place you are in is not where you are meant to stay. I want to encourage somebody tonight. Maybe you tuned on tonight, frustrated about what's going on in your life. My word to you tonight is where you are is not where you are meant to stay. Your condition is not your conclusion. Your condition is not your conclusion. Your condition is not your conclusion. You have to be able to distinguish the temporary people, places, and things from the permanent people, places, and things. You got to be able to distinguish, because if you can't distinguish, you'll get mad at a temporary situation, not realizing I'm not supposed to stay here. This is how Paul can say, I can be content in whatsoever state I'm in. Why? Because I know even if I'm here and it's a bad situation, trouble don't last always. The storm got to pass sometime, and the sun is going to shine. I can be content because I know I'm not going to stay here. I remember I had a little small beat up apartment. I fixed it up though. My TV was about as big as the wall because I gotta have a big TV. I fixed it up and it was small. And people come to the house, you know, my brothers will come to the house, you know, they don't care if I bugger with that little house. Yeah, I got a little house, bro. Yeah, I got it. And I ain't tripping on it. Why? Because I know where I'm at. Come on. It's not where I'm going to stay. Look, when you see me, you can laugh all you want to, but you don't know where I'm trying to get to. So it don't matter to me about being broke sometime or being frustrated. I know where I'm going. So I don't have to focus on the what, why, because I understand where I'm going. All right, so Israel, and here's another thing. All right, so we moving from that. Look, I'm at 17 minutes. I don't even think I'm going to hit 30 minutes tonight. Israel, this is what amazes me about them. All right, we going to the promised land. Why are you in the wilderness? We going to the promised land. All right, why you complaining about where you are when you know where you're going? This what amazes me about them. They frustrated where they are, right? It's amazing that they can see their past, they can see their present. But they can't see, come on, their future. You on your way to the promised land, but you can't see that.
Right.
You on your way to the promised land, but you can't see that. You can only see your past and you know what? How many times, you know what? I wish somebody would have came and told me when I was 15 and made me believe it. Made me believe when I was 15 or 16 that you have a brighter future, Marcus, than selling weed. Yeah. You got a brighter future, Marcus, than gangbanging and knocking people out, fighting everything. You got a better future. If somebody would have told me that at 16 and got me to believe that, because I could see where I came from and I could see where I was, but I could not see. I could not see where I was going. And it made me make some mistakes where I was because I couldn't see where I go. How many of us in here, and here's my question to it, how many of us in here has been spending so much time looking at the past or looking at where we are. When you really should be focused on where you trying to go. You really should be focused on where it is you trying to go. But you sitting there worried about where you came from. I came from a troubled neighborhood. My mom and daddy broke up. Look at where I'm at. I ain't got no job. But can you see where you're going? My question is, can you see where you're going? If you can see where you're going, it don't matter where you are if you can see where you're going. Look, they can see their past, they can see their present, but they could not see their future. My question, what are you looking at in your life? What are you looking at in your life? Are you looking at what happened yesterday? Are you still mad about what somebody did to you yesterday? For those married people, you still mad about what baby said yesterday, 2 days ago? You still mad about what baby did the other day? For those married couples, you still mad about that? You looking at what they did to you to hurt your feelings 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago? Are you still looking at, what are you looking at in your life? What have you been looking at in your life? Have you been trying to go forward looking backwards?
Come on. Because you can't see.
Come on, have you been trying to go? You know what, my son, when he was young, I used to hold him by his hand, and we used to walk, and it'd be nighttime, because, Daddy always got to preach or play or sing or do something somewhere. So I'm walking with him, and he's steady looking behind him, and you know what happened? He tripped on the crack. So he could have stepped over. He couldn't step over it. Why? Because he was looking in the wrong direction. How many of us live our lives looking behind us? Look, I want us to understand this. There is absolutely no way you can make forward progress if your head is facing the wrong way. Look, they put rearview mirrors on the car, but the rearview mirrors are not, come on, they for you to look at, but they not for you to focus on. I want y'all to get that. Come on, they put rearview mirrors on the car. But they not for you. They for you to look at, but they not for you to what? Focus on. Too many times we put our focus, come on, in the back. What you looking behind you for? There is absolutely no reason for me to look or focus on what's happening behind. Every ex-girlfriend, you still back there. Every last job, you still back there. Every lost opportunity, every mistake, you still back there in the back. What I got time focusing on, come on, we talked about last week, to be free from, so you can be free for. I got to be free from my past, so I can be free for my future. What I look like still hurting behind somebody that left me when I should be getting over that hurt, so I can be ready for somebody that's ready to love me. Come on, are we looking at? Are we focused on? Are you focused on how much sense would it make? You got a big old windshield, a little small rearview mirror, and you driving with your eyes in the rearview mirror. But people do it in life all the time. People do it in life all the time. Watching what's going on behind them and wondering why their life is not progressing.
Come on.
I want us to get it in here. They could see their past, they could see their present, but they could not see their future. Rearview mirrors allow you to look behind you. They're not there for you to focus on what's behind you. I need to see behind me. I do need to see behind me occasionally. Why? So there's something behind me. Look, what do you need rearview mirrors for? If they're not there for me to go forward, what do I need them for? I like that. I like that analogy. I love the analogy. Because what do I need them for? If they're not there for me to fall apart, you do need rearview mirrors. Why? Because you don't want something from behind you to come up and make you crash. Come on. So sometimes you do need to look behind you just to what? Remember the lessons that you learned. Remember, look, I can't fall like that no more now. I used to be a player. I can't be a player no more. Come on. I want us to get it tonight. I can't spend my money like that if I really want to be somebody. I got to do something different. You need the rearview mirror so that nothing behind you can mess up where you're trying to go. So every now and then I look back, but I don't go back. Come on, every now and then I turn around, but it's not, not for me to go that way. Just for me to remind myself of the stupid mistakes that I made so I can make better choices to make my future better. I want us to get it in here that they can see their past, they can see their present, but they cannot see their future. The only reason you should look behind you is so that you can make the right decisions to move your life forward. The only reason that you should look behind you is to see the mistakes that you made with the people you chose for your life. Come on, it's for you to see the mistakes that you made with the stupidity that you did back yonder when you ain't know no better. Now you know better. It's time to do better. They can see their past. They can see their present, but they could not see their future. And I'm moving, all right? So God allows the snakes to bite them as chastisement. Now, how many of you know that sometimes God allows a snake to jump up and bite your life?
Yes.
He'll allow a snake to jump up and bite your life. I didn't understand it, man. You know what? When you start talking about chastisement, because the snakes are there to bring them to a different place. And I want y'all to get this, and I'm almost done. I'm going to say this real quick, and then we're going to go offline tonight. I used to get, man, you know what? I used to get so mad at my mom and dad for doing some of the stuff they did. They used to beat us. Yep, for all y'all watching out there, beat us. We didn't get whooped. We got beat. We got child abuse. We was destroyed. We was destroyed. We was demolished. Right? I used to have a complete disdain for what my mom and my dad did. But once I got grown, I thank my parents for things I disdained as a child. I thank them for the lesson that they taught. Why? Because while I was there, look, I want y'all to get this now. When I was there, when I was going through, when I was doing whatever I was doing, my eyes was focused on one thing.
Yeah.
My parents whooped me because they were trying to get my eyes to see something. They were trying to change my perception.
That's it.
Now, when I was young, I didn't understand it.
Right.
But once I got a little older and I had a few experiences, right? The experiences taught me what, they had to help me change my perception that sometimes it's not always about you, Marcus. Sometimes it's not, the world don't revolve and sit around you, Marcus. Sometimes there are things that go on that include you, but they're not all about you. But it took my experiences before I understood I needed to change my perception. God would allow things to happen in your life to chastise you. And this is what the text says. No chastisement feels good in the moment, but afterward it yields the fruit of righteousness. I got grown and thanked my parents for things I just thanked them. Mama, thank you for being me, Daddy. Thank you for hugging me. Thank you for beating me. You know, I didn't deserve to bust it out of busting. I was like, I didn't deserve the abuse. No, I probably did, though. I probably did. But I grew up, and I thank my parents. Look, sometimes you don't get it until you go through the experience that teaches it to you. I remember when I was young, I used to criticize my mom, who was a single parent. She raised four of us. It was four boys. We were raised in a little small house in the hood. Right? And some people get mad when I say the hood. That's why I call it. We grew up in the hood. My mom, single parent, raised four boys by herself. And I used to call myself going in the room and checking her about what we didn't have. We couldn't get J's. We couldn't eat out every weekend. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do that. I called myself doing it. And you know what? At the time, my perception was off. The children of Israel, right, in the wilderness, start complaining. You mean to tell me I brought you out of Egypt? You know what? If there was anything like me, man, I tell my kids all the time, do you know that this PlayStation is a privilege?
Come on, sir.
I don't have to give you this PlayStation, bro. And I won't go to jail. I only have to put clothes on your back. They don't have to be name brand.
Okay, show right.
And they don't have to fit.
Let's go.
Come on, I want you to get it. This is a privilege, son. But when I was young, right, I didn't get it. And sometimes you don't get it until God let a snake jump up and bite your life.
Right.
Sometimes you don't appreciate being able to eat steak until you got to eat noodles and wieners. Come on, I want you to get it. Sometimes you don't appreciate the good, and God got to let a snake jump up and bite your life so you do what the children of Israel did. God, you know what? I'm so sorry, because what I should have done, I should have been saying, I appreciate you. Right? But what I was doing, I was complaining. You know what? The most ungrateful thing a child would say to me, I ain't gonna go there, but the most ungrateful thing a child that I heard said to a parent was, you gonna buy me a car today? And the parent was like, no, man, you know I ain't got it. And you know this little boy just threw a whole tantrum. And the mom was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you sorry?
Okay.
What in the world is going on here? Why? Because sometimes I think we miss the fact that you have everything you need. This kind of stuff is, this is not a necessity.
Right.
And sometimes you don't get it until you experience it. Sometimes you got to experience. My experience humbled my disposition. It changed how I viewed certain things. It changed how I viewed certain issues, and it made me develop a deeper respect for it. Instead, I used to say, I can't wait until I get grown, until I got grown. And I realized that my perception, I want y'all to get this. Say, I need to change my perception.
I need to change my perception.
Sometimes God uses situations in our lives to get you to change your perception so that you can change your direction. And here's the blessing. When they changed, God changed it. When they changed, God changed it. Everybody in here, everybody that's watching, if you want God to change something in your life, the change will not happen without you changing something. I like to say it like this when I marketize. I say this, the change does not happen to you, the change happens through you. The change does not happen to you, the change happens through you. If you are looking for something to change in your life, it is not going to happen unless you change some things about your own life. And I had to understand that God will not change the things in your life. God will change you so that you can change the things in your life.
Yeah.
What good is it for me to ask God, God, change my relationship, but you picked them? God changed my finances, but you spending the money.
Yeah.
Come on. God changed my situation, but I got myself in the situation.
Yes, sir.
I want you to get it. Change does not happen to you. Change happens through you. Come on, say, I got to change.
I got to
All right, come on, let's give God a hand tonight. We finna go offline and we finna have a good discussion. Thank y'all for tuning in on my new Instagram crew. Come on, let's welcome my new live Instagram audience. That boy got live right there. Good. My TGM television crew, thank y'all for tuning in. All my Facebook crew, the Bishop, Darlene, Lily, I see you. Thank you for tuning in. For all my other Facebook crew, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week. Before we go offline, I want you guys to check out our website. It's www.thegodmovement.com. That's www.thegodmovement.com. So if you already got me on Instagram, stay there. If you already got me on Facebook, stay there. If you watch us on YouTube, stay there. I posted something new for everybody this morning. It's called Don't Dim Your Light for Nobody. What's up, son? I see you. Don't dim your light for nobody. I posted parts of it on Instagram. I posted parts of it also on Facebook, but you can get the link. I left the links for you guys. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Oh, one more thing. And look, it's not going to take but about 10 seconds. If you're not doing nothing on Sunday morning at 8:15, please come and check out our little quick services, about an hour and 15 minutes. And the people who come, we got a little band. We be jamming. So if you got time on Sunday morning, it's a quick service. I believe that church, it don't take God long to speak. It don't take God long to move. And then after you leave at about 9:30, you got the whole day to go, get in your bed, get in your drawers, and get all comfortable, all right?
Yeah.
If I could, I would. But y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next Wednesday night at 8:30. So y'all be blessed. Bye, I'm going off. In. I got so many platforms. Bye, see y'all guys. And in. And then I'm done.